Hello, friends from the comic book and manga world. My name is G,
And I'm Hector.
and we're here to talk about the December 12th, 2022 FOC. Hector and I work for Penguin Random House and managing sales internationally. So the titles that you see here today are those that we can sell into that market around the world. And if you didn't already know, aside from this YouTube channel, we're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I think that's it for right now.
And
Uh,
YouTube, of course.
and YouTube.
Yeah.
And so you can find us at PRH International Comics, and I'll post those direct links in the description below. And so we'll get started here for our picks, and Hector's
Mhm.
up first with his cover pick for this week.
Yes.
I have to actually click on
Yeah.
it.
And it's All Out Avengers 5. This is the Jan Val Soldua Stormbreakers variant. It's Jan is part of the new class of Stormbreakers um, from Marvel for this year, and we just started getting a couple of these out. I know some of the new Stormbreakers are coming out, and this is one of the new ones. And Jen is she's from Mexico, and this is a beautiful, beautiful image of Carol Danvers right there, just Captain Marvel, just basking in the emptiness of space with a lot of like stars shining in the background, and I don't know where the wind comes that is blowing her hair in space, but we're not going to think about that because she is breathing in space too, so there's that too. But it's very beautiful representation of current albums, and I like that. Usually we see Captain Marvel just punching her way through a cover, and this is such a peaceful. She's like, oh, it's so cool. This is what I would do all day if I had the powers and I could go to space. Just you know, sit there on top of my ship, just looking at space. This
Mhm.
is awesome. I yeah, I'm definitely picking this one up.
So my pick is Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise. This is issue number 3 by Ganacho, Paulina Ganacho. So that's the variant here. Paulina is the co-creator of Zodiac Star Force from Dark Horse, and also is a creator for Lemon Bird from Random House Graphics. I first discovered their artwork in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and I remember it clearly because all the variant covers for those were like extremely beautiful, and I had to pretty much get all of them. This is a Kelly Thompson run of it. So Ganacho is definitely an artist that I like to follow. And the art, of course, is very much in their style, and I really, really dig it. There are a lot of great covers for this run that Doctor Strange.
Yeah, yeah. I love that they
Mhm.
all like have the same psychedelic style, which goes with what's in the book,
Yeah.
obviously, inside. And but I also love that they picked several different artists that have done their own version of a
Yeah.
psychedelic sort of Doctor Strange view, which is
Mhm.
great. Mhm. Next up is Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. The Illyrian Enigma #2. This is a variant retail incentive 1 in 25. And this is by Mappa. I forget the whole name. Oh, Butch K. Mappa or Mappa. Sorry if I butchered that name. And this is such a beautiful cover. I mean, I think whenever there's a Star Trek cover that it's sort of like this, like it's not realistic, it's more like iconic, and like it has you know, sort of a 70s feel to it. I always pick it. But this is very beautiful, and it's very cool to see the characters on the covers and the ships, um and I think it's just a beautiful piece of art, definitely.
Next up is Dead Seas issue number 2, variant C. This is the Simmons cover, and this looks like a piece of artwork that you could put on
Yeah,
your wall. It's very, very pretty. I am so intrigued by the premise of Dead Seas that I kind of want to talk about it, and it
yeah,
fits so beautifully with the cover because of how haunting it is. It's such a cool concept. You have the ectoplasm of ghosts, which is highly prized because it could cure various diseases. And you have the main character who's like a prisoner, Gus Ortiz, who wants to risk it all to see his daughter again. So he goes on this like floating prison ship where he's like scraping the ectoplasm of the ghosts off of the walls, and it's like this like ship of all of these ghosts, like dangerous ghosts housed in one area. It's pretty cool. Love the
yeah,
premise, and like this image like perfectly fits
yeah,
the premise here. So I'm
yeah.
excited for
This
these.
this is one of
Mhm.
the new IDW originals line.
Originals. Mhm.
Yeah, and I think they really kicked it, hit it out of the park with this one. Definitely. Next is Star Wars Yoda 3, the Pascual Ferry variant. Pascual Ferry is a Spaniard artist, very well known in the comic community. This is a very, very beautiful, and if you know his style, this is very much his style. It's a lot of bright colors and sort of he has a lot of images like this where you have characters in sort of interacting in the cover, and it's very intriguing, and you kind of tell the mood of what's going on by just looking at the characters. But also, yeah, I mean, you have a beautiful sunset in the background. And this is I love this new storyline from Joda, and he goes into this new planet with new aliens. And this kid right here is one of the main characters in this story. And it's this is extremely beautiful. I highly recommend you check out the other covers by Pascal Ferry. There's one of mine that is my absolute favorite. I forget which comic book exactly it is, but it has Thor, female Thor, and it has Deadpool. Like I think if he's bringing a bouquet of flowers, but then obviously it's a very Deadpool thing, but the expression and the pose of Thor just like looking down on him is like, what the hell are you doing? It's amazing. So I highly recommend checking him out.
Next up, we have Sins of Sinister issue number 1. We have the Art Germ variant, and then we have the 1 in 100 Virgin variant. I mean, Emma Frost is pretty. She's gorgeous in this
Yeah,
cover, sitting on this ice throne, which I really like. This has been like going. Everyone's been actively on Twitter loving
yeah,
this artwork for good reason. So yeah, I just had to pick it.
yeah.
And I think the next
That's it.
part, yeah,
Yeah.
is the news that we have that we always do at the end. So coming out of Seven Seas, there was an announcement for the Remnants of Filth, Yu, the novel, the volume 1, and then we have Case File Compendium Bing and Bing and Ben novel volume 1. That was hard for me to say.
Yeah.
So we have Don May releases here. The first one, Remnants of Filth, is part of the same universe as the Husky and his white cat Shizun, which already went on sale. So definitely highly recommend checking those out as well. And then we have the Case File Compendium, which is the premise is like an elite young man who's hiding some dark secrets, which entangles him in like a web of violence and intrigue. Pretty interesting. Something that I definitely want to pick up once it comes out. So
Yeah. And these are both from the author Robao Buchiro, which is obviously the author of The Husky and His White Cat, Shizu. Yeah. We're
And
getting
both of these,
go ahead.
I was just gonna really quickly mention, not obviously not the final covers for these two,
Yeah,
as you could see. Mhm.
definitely. Yeah,
All right, and
and
so
that's it.
that's it for our video this week. As always, our opinions are our own, and it doesn't reflect the opinions of Penguin Random House, its imprints, or the clients that we represent. We always love doing these videos, so definitely like tell us your picks for this week, comment down below, and check us out next week as well. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.